team coverage continues now with 8 News senior reporter Nate Eaton, who's been in D.C. since this news broke this afternoon. Nate?
Juan, it's been almost 9 hours since this all began, but here at the Capitol, still a very active scene tonight. We're here where this all came to an end, the chase earlier this evening, and police are still on every corner all night long. Many people have been coming by to snap pictures, ask questions, all of them in shock.
Horrible that this should happen.
All evening long.
He heard shots. He told his wife to duck.
Folks near the U.S. Capitol.
Police cars, whizzing by and
asking questions.
There's a lot of concern.
Trying to figure out one thing.
I would like to know what prompted this lady to do such a terrible thing.
Tonight, blocks surrounding the Capitol building remain wrapped in crime tape. A police helicopter hovered over the scene, and dozens of officers could be spotted everywhere.
You don't anticipate it to happen.
Sandy Weiland is visiting D.C. for a conference. She had no idea what was going on until she tried to leave her hotel.
They said we couldn't go out, and our hotel's just down the street from the Capitol. So we knew something was awry.
Many can't believe this happened here, one of the most secure places in the world.
This is probably one of the safest areas in D.C.,
Tonight, the investigation continues into what led to this, many hoping they'll learn the answer to the question on everybody's mind.
Why, yeah, nobody knows. I guess that information will come out as the hours go on.
And back out here live now, portions of the Capitol building did reopen to the public tonight. Other parts stayed closed. Now, we're told that that's because of the government shutdown, not because of today's incident. All in all, tourists were hoping to get inside. Now, no idea how long officers will remain here on the scene tonight, but we will be out here live tomorrow on Good Morning Richmond to bring you any updates and any breaking developments that happen overnight. Reporting live at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. tonight, I'm Nate Eaton, 8 News.
Eaton has been following the story from the very beginning. He is live now in D.C. with the very latest. Nate?
Christina, quite a different scene right now outside the nation's capital compared to 24 hours ago when this place was swarming with police officers. Right now, we really only see one or two right there. You see that police car? That is parked in front of a barricade that we're told was hit yesterday during the chase. A police car actually hit that barricade so forcefully that they haven't been able to get it back into the ground. All day long, that police car has been parked there. This is where the chase ended. And all in all, it's a relatively quiet, normal night here in Washington, D.C. But we are learning more about a few of the moments yesterday from a man who says he saw part of the ordeal as it happened.
Heard sirens behind me. Stood up to see if it was a police escort of some sort coming through here.
Dean Sulzer has been driving a pedicab for 5 years. He's never seen anything like what he witnessed yesterday.
Those cops were all stopped along in here, and they were sending everybody out.
Sulzer was parked here in front of the Capitol when the black Infiniti sped past him. Police cars followed. Sulzer watched, unsure of what was going on. Then gunshots were fired. So when you heard the gunshots, you realized, oh, this is escalated, obviously.
Yeah, this is more I want to be involved with.
Minutes later, the chase came to an end with Capitol Police shooting and killing 34-year-old Miriam Carey.
I was like, wow. Really? A woman?
Now that Sulzer's learned Carey's 1-year-old was inside the car with her and that Carey was likely mentally ill, he believes police overreacted.
She wasn't bearing nothing in her arms but a steering wheel, but they sure took her out, so you don't mess around in D.C.
And back out here live on Constitution Avenue, many people I spoke with today feel the same way that gentleman there does, that police used excessive force in dealing with this situation. Many others say, no, they didn't. They did what was needed in order to stop this woman. Coming up on 8 News at 5:30, we'll hear both sides of the issue, those who say that police went too far and those who say they did just the right amount that needed to be done. For now, reporting live at the Capitol in Washington, I'm Nate Eaton, 8 News.
Thank you, Nate. And of course, keep it here on 8 News. We have live reports from D.C. and the very latest on our website, as well as Facebook and Twitter.
Things around Capitol Hill were pretty normal until a man set himself on fire on the National Mall.
Our 8 News reporter Nate Eaton is live in Washington, D.C. tonight with the latest. Nate?
Well, and Christina, some chaotic moments here within the past half hour or so as dozens of Capitol police officers rushed down to the mall to respond to the report of the man on fire. And just a few minutes ago, we saw a helicopter take off, a medical helicopter, and remove that man. We're told he was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries, that there was a gas can near him, that he was participating in some sort of protest or ritual down there at the mall, and that many people saw him light himself on fire and tried to put it out. So that's happening down there at the National Mall. Here at the U.S. Capitol building, where just 24 hours ago there was a lot of chaos. There was the shooting and, of course, the chase. And tonight, people are still coming to terms with what happened.
It's a tragic event, of course.
From one corner of the Capitol,
It was quite scary.
to the other.
And I received a call from a friend asking me if everything's okay.
Folks visiting and folks who work here talking about what happened.
Pretty surprised at what went down.
Today, Capitol police officers could be spotted everywhere you looked, and many people stopped to thank them for their service.
It was pretty amazing to see them doing their job after such a crazy day yesterday.
This is the traffic circle that the suspect drove around yesterday. Obviously, police were following her, and for hours, this section was closed off. But as you can see today, there are tour buses here. People are able to walk around. They're able to ride their bikes, many acting as if nothing happened yesterday.
I think that those sorts of things could happen anywhere. It's unfortunate.
But yesterday's events were near some of the most secure buildings in the country, leaving many people wondering why it happened.
Just a lot of questions that I would like to get answered.
And others grateful it wasn't a lot worse.
It's a testament to everyone who works out here and tries to make it as normal as possible for people who live up here and just trying to do their job every day.
Back out here live on Constitution Avenue, you see this barrier behind this police car. We've been watching it all day long. This barrier was hit yesterday during the chase by a police car, and it was the force was so intense that they haven't been able to get it down. Earlier today, we were here as a team of engineers came to try to get that barrier back down into the ground. They did not have any success, so that one lone police officer has been here all day monitoring the situation. Now, things were back to normal at the Capitol today, as normal as they could be as far as tours for the public. You know, the government shutdown has many people frustrated that they can't have total access to everything that's going on inside. People were able to go through, though, to those few parts that were open, and they hope that in another issue, the government shutdown, can be resolved soon. We will have more on this story tonight on 8 News at 11. For now, reporting live at the U.S. Capitol, I'm Nate Eaton, 8 News.